What is going on, guys? So I got a special video for you guys today. It's my most asked question on the internet. The most questions that I get in my DMs, in my comments, and anywhere in real life. What is the best beginner bike? And today, I'm going to answer that a question. Right, English. We're doing so well today. I'm going to answer that question today because there's multiple different answers, and most of the time I just joke around. I say like Ninja H2R, Ninja H2, whatever. I say a fast bike just because I'm joking around, but I'm going to answer it seriously today, and I'm going to show you guys your perfect bike for your preferred riding style. Because when you're picking out a beginner bike, you have to have a purpose for why you're riding, whether that is a sport bike feel, a cruising feel, you just want to cruise around, you want to go fast. We're going to get into that today. But first, I have to drop off oil at AutoZone. Yeah, real man's bike, brother. Hell yeah. I've never understood the half helmet. I've never understood it. Like, you're not safer for wearing that half helmet. Oh, is it going to the liquor and wine outlet? I wouldn't be surprised! That's karma. I just false neutral. That's karma. I've never understood the concept of a half helmet. I've never understood it at all. It makes no sense to me. You're not safer. You're not protecting anything. You're still going to mess up your face if you crash. It doesn't protect anything. Basically, just don't wear a helmet. If you want to wear a half helmet, just don't wear a helmet at all. But while I'm on my way to AutoZone, now that I'm done trash talking, I'm going to talk about different riding styles. Because, honestly, there is no perfect bike. There is no pinnacle bike that is just perfect for anyone. There's really not. Because there's so many perfect bikes out there for your preferred riding style. And for me, it's sport bikes, so I already knew what I was going to get. Actually, no, I didn't. But I knew around what I wanted to get, is what I'm trying to say. And, yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. I do it for the kids. Oh, somebody's happy birthday went into the gutter. Oh, that's ironic. Anyways, getting distracted. You know, I knew kind of around the area what I wanted. I wanted a sport bike that wasn't too fast, that I could enjoy and not die on first. But I knew what I wanted. I knew my purpose for riding. I knew what I was going to upgrade to, so I knew what I had to get used to and what bikes I needed to buy to work up to what I'm on now. For you, you may not want the speed. You may not crave that 200 horsepower bike, that $25,000 only, what am I even saying?
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
You may not crave speed, you may not crave uncomfortability, you may not crave being bent over and having everything hurt from behind. Huh? Pause. When you're riding. Because I will say, these sport bikes are very uncomfortable. I didn't listen to the videos. I always thought they were over-exaggerating. I'm like, it's just old people just complaining because their backs hurt. No, it's not because their backs hurt. They probably hurt from riding these things, because these are the least comfortable bikes I've ever been on. Any sport bike is uncomfortable. Never ridden a comfortable one before. Maybe you're just craving comfortability. You're craving something that fits you, that you could go on to different states on and just never be uncomfortable. Something that's good on gas, something that this is not as well. Really, there's no benefit other than speed. So we're going to talk about those three different riding styles. There's really not three. I'm just going to group it into three. That's what I'm going to group it into. Alright, we made it out of advanced auto. Nice blinker, homie. Appreciate it. Mucho. So now we can get into the main topic of discussion. I'm going off a whim. I don't have any of this planned. I just know the video that I wanted to make. So, the first group of riders, new riders. We're gonna call you guys the people who look at these bikes like the S1000, the R1M, all these exotic super bikes. And I'll group myself into that category as well. So, the people who want those nice bikes that go super fast, but you can't get them yet because they're too powerful for you, you still gotta learn. What I recommend is, for anyone, take the MSF course and get licensed, please. Get licensed. But once you're done with that, you know, go look at dealerships. I started on a Ninja 650. Now, a lot of you might be confused on why I started on a 600cc. One, I had prior experience of riding. Two, the 650 is only a 2-cylinder, it's not a 4-cylinder, so it's not like the ZX6R. Very different bikes. The Ninja 650 is a lot less powerful. It's kind of like a on-crack version of the Ninja 400. But I suggest anybody new to start on a Ninja 400, Yamaha R3. Those are my two main bikes. Honestly, I really like those bikes. If you're in the sport bike category, you cannot go wrong with those bikes. You can even go a little bit more powerful with a CBR 500. You could do that as well. Do I recommend it? Not really. But that's for my inexperienced people that have never touched a bike before, just started taking the MSF course, whatever it may be. People who have no experience, don't know how to shift, don't know how to do any bike things. Yes, things. People don't know how to ride. I recommend those two bikes. Now, if you have some experience, but not a lot, like you have the basics down, you know, I think you could go with something a little more powerful, but not quite that 4-cylinder power yet. You could go Yamaha R7, Ninja 650, CBR 500. I think CBR Honda makes a 650 as well, if I'm not mistaken. So that would be a good option as well. Like, not as powerful bikes, but they still have a little bit of power. They still have all the top speed that you need for the street as a beginner, and they still have that sport bike feel, even though you're a little bit more upright. You're not quite like bent over, you're more upright a little bit, but it still has that sport bike look and feel and sound. And then obviously for the people that have experience, who know how to wheelie on dirt bikes and everything like that, just start on a 600, man. I'm not going to give you a specific 600, it's all brand preference at the end of the day. But if you have experience, just start on a 600. Just do it. Like, if you can wheelie a dirt bike and you don't have your motorcycle license, just go get your license and get a 600. That's not even worth wasting your time. But for anyone with little to no experience, start on the smaller bikes, please. You will not regret it. I always say the bigger bike you start on, the less you'll evolve as a rider. You cannot come, and I don't care what anyone says, you cannot become a great rider starting on a leader bike. You cannot. I don't care. Unless you take it to the track, which 99% of you watching this video will not do, you cannot become a great rider just street riding a leader bike. I promise you that. Moving on from that, don't even argue with me. Alright, so the next group of people we're going to get into, the group of riders I should say, is people who want the feel of a sport bike, who want the torque of a sport bike, kind of the top speed of a sport bike, but also want a comfortable, more upright seating position that is comfy for long distances, comfier for long distances. And those bikes, for people who are unexperienced and who have never touched the bike before, you know, I'd recommend a MT-03, KTM 390, did I say MT-03 already? MT-03, oh, Kawasaki Z400. I'd even be bold enough to say start on a Grom, start on a Z125, something like that. Those bikes are fun to mess around with, to wheelie, to learn how to, like, control a bike, man. I did my MSF course on a Kawasaki Z125. It's like Kawasaki's version of the Honda Grom. And it was fun. It was fun. I flicked it around. I dragged Peg in the MSF course because I went in with experience. I already had road experience. So it was a hoot, brother. It was a hoot. But yeah, for my beginners out there, you know, start on MT-03, Kawasaki Z400, KTM 390, stuff of that nature. Even start on something smaller if you want, like I said, the Grom, the Z125, stuff like that. You know, there's nothing wrong. Oh, this Chinese brand makes a good bike, a really good beginner bike actually. Oh, it's a CF Moto. There's a CF Moto 450S, I think is what it's called. It's a brand new bike released by them, and that is a great beginner bike for my first section. For my first section, that's a great beginner bike. It's not an upright bike, it's more of a sport bike kind of bike. So I'm adding that into there, sorry. This is a mess. At the end of the day, I'm just an inexperienced person just giving you my 2 cents. And then for my third group of people, this is people that don't crave speed, that don't crave, you know, the feel of a sport bike. They're like the Harley guys. They want to cruise, they want to have fun, they want to travel, they want to do all this stuff and just have fun and not have back pain and neck pain and wrist pain and all this type of pain that comes with riding. For them, I recommend a Rebel 300. I recommend a Rebel, dude. A Rebel is a great beginner bike, or any type of Harley, like a little Dyna. I was originally going to get a Dyna. Seemed like it was going to be a fun bike. That was my second bike, because I had the 650, the Ninja 650, and then I was in the market for a second bike, because I wanted one. So I was at the Harley dealership looking at an R6, a 2020 R6, and I saw a Harley Dyna, and man, was it tempting. I used to be one of those guys, but then I inevitably dropped the deposit on the R6. I didn't want that bike. It was a little bit too ghetto looking for me. The owner did a lot of mods, and I kind of looked beat up, and it was just, for as low miles as I had, which was under 1,000, it looked like there was some stuff that was going to be wrong with it. So I inevitably bought a ZX6R, a 2018 ZX6R. Which that was a fun bike, man. Oh, I miss it so much. But yeah, for my third group of people, I can only recommend one bike because I'm not educated in Harleys and bikes of that nature. But you know, get like a sport touring bike. Get a Harley, get a Honda. Kawasaki makes why did I say it like that? A Honda. Why did I say it like that? Kawasaki even makes a Vulcan. Get a Kawasaki Vulcan. Honda Rebel, Harley Dyna, stuff of that nature. Sport touring bikes, like BMW makes some. You know, bikes of that nature, upright, comfortable bikes, they all have cruise control from what I know. You know, stuff that's going to be comfy so you could just take trips on them. And just have a hoot, brother, have a hoot. At the end of the day, we all ride for different reasons. We all want to ride for different reasons. We all have different purposes in life. Me, I like speed. I'm an adrenaline junkie. I love fast bikes. I love the sound of fast bikes. I'm a huge super bike guy, sport bike guy. That's what I am. That's what I forever will be. So I really like them. I really do. My next bike is going to be a super bike. My next bike after that, a super bike. I'm going to keep buying super bikes. I love them. As uncomfortable and as crappy as they may come, like reliability wise and comfortability and just all of the above, I love them. I wouldn't trade them for the world. I'm about to go 4 hours to New Jersey on this thing, this week and next week for Moto America. But yeah, besides that, I think this is going to be mostly a shorter video. You know, I'm just trying to get a video out there so I could have people just watch the video so I don't have to keep answering the question in the DM. Literally, it's my most asked question, dude. Like, oh my god, I love answering it, but it gets like tedious at times. Because I'll be on Instagram Live or whatever, and I'll get the question 15 times in 5 minutes. Hey brother, what's the best beginner bike? I'm looking to start riding, and it's like, I just answer Ninja 400 every time, because I'm not going to go in depth like I am right now, every single time I'm asked the question. So this video is going to help serve the people that want to know, what is the best beginner bike? There's no best beginner bike. Oh wow, lots of cops. There's no best beginner bike. There's good beginner bikes for certain groups, but there's no one pinnacle best beginner bike for everybody to learn on. Everybody has a different style, a different taste, a different purpose for what they want to ride. So I hope this video helped break it down for what your purpose may be for riding. And who knows, when you sit on a sport bike in the dealership, when you're testing out bikes, you may not like the feel of the sport bike, and you may want to get an upright bike, like a naked bike, or you may want to get a Harley. You may not even like sport bikes, and you may not be craving speed. You may want a Harley. You just never know until you get the experience, you sit on bikes, and you start trying things. Which is why I always recommend getting, not like jumping in and getting a BMW or a ZX-10R. Like, don't jump in and buy these expensive sport bikes, because you might not even like it. And it's unfortunate when I see people buy $25,000 bikes and they end up not liking them, or they end up crashing them because they started on a liter bike too soon. That's one thing I'm going to express to you guys. Don't buy a liter bike as your first bike. Please, they're not toys, bro. This bike goes 200 miles per hour. There's no reason a beginner that has never even shifted a bike, that doesn't know how to downshift, that doesn't know what counter steering is, there's no reason somebody that is just starting, who doesn't know that to go right, you have to push. You have to push. You don't twist the handlebars right because your bike goes left. You have to push your handlebars in the direction you want to go. That'll be in another video, by the way. But the moral of the story is, the consensus is, liter bikes are not toys. Stop objectifying them like they are. I've seen far too many people die on liter bikes because they hopped on liter bikes too soon. I hope this video helped break down what your purpose may be for riding, what your goals are. I hope it helps you sort out what bike you might want to get, because that's the whole goal. I just want to help you guys get into the bike life. That's the whole reason I make content. That's why I do what I do. You know, it's fun riding bikes, it's fun going fast, but my goal is to inspire you guys, not to necessarily influence you guys to do what I do, like cutting up in traffic, making that split between the Tesla and the Mercedes. Like, that's not my goal. My goal is to just inspire you guys to have fun, to ride, to enjoy yourself. That's my goal. I can tell this car next to me, it's definitely looking at me, because they were about to pass me, and now they're just sitting on the side of me as I'm like flailing my hands all over the place. I'm not going this way. I'm going up an exit. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a little bit of knowledge of what you should be looking for. Overall, I say just go to dealerships, look at your local dealerships, and just go sit on bikes. Every bike that you can sit on, go sit on it. Ask the people at the dealership, hey, what do you think I should start on? Hey, can I try this out? Hey, can I do... Ask them questions. If they're rude, go to another dealership. Go to somebody who wants to help you get into the bike life. Don't go to somebody who's looking for your money. Just go to somebody who wants to help. Oh, that's definitely the cop that pulled me over. Dude, why is there so much traffic and oh, what the hell, brother? But yeah, oh, f me, dude. There's always cops everywhere in this town, man. Oh my god, there's police officers everywhere, dude. Oh, he's coming for me, dude. He's coming for me. I saw him move. He's coming for me. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the video a little bit early.